Hey YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be an exciting unboxing, and no, it is not the Louis Vuitton bag that I have on the way. That one is actually slated to arrive tomorrow, so I'll probably show it to you on Saturday. That would be my guess, or maybe Sunday. Actually, I'm thinking Saturday because the video I'm going to do right now, it's going to be released Friday morning, so doing one every other day is kind of what I have been doing lately, so I'm going to go with that plan. But today's video is exciting too. This is actually a handbag that was designed by somebody who formerly used to design for Louis Vuitton, so almost like a Louis Vuitton, right? And it's from 24S. I love to purchase from 24S. I wish I was sponsored by them, but alas, I am not. But they do run sales on a lot of the brands that I love. They run sales on Coach. They run sales on Marc Jacobs, which if you can see the dust bag and you know Marc Jacobs, you know that this is a Marc Jacobs, a former designer for Louis Vuitton. And they do sales even on Louis Vuitton. Now, it doesn't say that it's on sale, but the prices on the Louis Vuitton bags on 24S are less than what the bags retailed at in every case that I'm ever aware of, and sometimes a discount code will work on those bags. Now, if a discount code works on Louis Vuitton on 24S, you will see it in the description under the picture of the bag, and it's generally Ultimates first. Right now, there is a sale going on, and this bag, even though it's new season, it had a 15% off discount on it. And when this bag very first came out, I really loved it. And I really was tempted to get it. And on 24S, they only had the medium size, or I very likely would have ordered it and used the first 10 or the 10 first code and just gotten the 10% off. But they only had the medium. And I continually get emails from 24S, and I'll link this bag down below and the code that I use to get 15% off. And one of these emails recently said, you know, check out our summer sale with code SUMMER15. I think that's what it is. And so I did. I check out what their sales are all the time. And I haven't been buying a lot of bags this year or lately. And I go look at the same things almost every time. I go to the Louis Vuitton page, I sort it, I look at what's new in terms of bags for women, I look at what's new in terms of bags for men, because the Keep All 25 is a men's bag, and I am continually looking to see if any new ones are added to 24S that I could snag at a discount. I also go look at Marc Jacobs from time to time, and I look at Coach from time to time. And so I did that. I knew the Summer 15 code wouldn't work on Louis Vuitton, but I knew that it probably would work on Marc Jacobs. So I did a sort to figure out which bags went with that code, and lo and behold, this bag, the one that I had originally wanted when it was released last spring, it was there, and so I felt like it was meant to be. Now, this isn't going to be my August bag. With my lower by year, I was going to allow myself 3 bags unless I sold a bag to get a bag. And those 3 bags I could purchase in around May, around August, and around December. And I'm doing pretty well with the lower buy. I'm not doing fabulous with it. This isn't super expensive. It worked out to be, I think, $405. Roughly, maybe, I don't know, maybe it was $420 and then tax. I didn't have to pay shipping because it was just over $400, and that's the threshold where you don't have to pay the $20 shipping. And I believe at 15% off, I think that the discount was around $74, if that tells you anything. So, without further ado, let me open it up and show it to you. I had FedEx hold it for me, so I didn't have to wait all day to figure out when FedEx was coming, because 24S does require a signature. I think I ordered it on Monday and today's Thursday, so it's pretty quick turnaround. It comes from France, and so And 24S is like a department store that is owned by LVMH. And so that's why Louis Vuitton is sold on there, and it's completely legit. LVMH is Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, and that is the conglomerate that owns Louis Vuitton. They own Dior. I know, Dior. They own a whole bunch of different companies. I don't think they own Marc Jacobs, but they have brands that they don't own on 24S's website, as well as ones that they do own. They don't own Coach either, because that's Tapestry, and that's another one of the huge conglomerates. So let me show you what I got, and we'll unwrap it. I think I'm going to keep it. I thought, oh, I could send it back, but I have 3 of these bags. So if you don't know what it is, you could go guess below, but I know most of you are going to know what it is. I have 3 of these bags. It's the only style of Marc Jacobs bag that I have, and it is the renamed the tote bag. And I put a pink shirt on because I thought it would go well with the bag. So yes, I'm dressing to match the bag. So first thing I want to point out before we get too far is that the leather on this bag that has this floral design printed on it is very different from the other leather bags I have. It's almost like a crinkled leather instead of a pebbled leather. And this is what I mean. If you look up close at my cement one right here, you can see it's pebbled. This is almost like crinkled, and I think the design is basically screen printed onto the leather. I opened this up in my car, and as I was feeling it, it doesn't feel as soft as the cement one does. I do think that it is going to soften up once I get out the stuffing. I think the stuffing is making it feel very rigid, but the feeling on the surface, it's a little more slick than the feeling on this one. This one has a little bit more grab on my fingers than this one does. My fingers slide more across this one than this one. So let's go ahead and unwrap the handles. The handles almost feel like a smooth leather, but they're not. I think it's just how tight it is where it is stretched. You can see there's red in this bag, there's purple, there's pink, there's all the colors. And this is all one piece, and this here is the same leather as what's below, and that makes me think that this is 2, but I could be wrong because it's really smooth on the handle. Now there's another YouTuber out there, and her name's Missy, and I'm trying to think of what her full channel is. I'll link it down below, but she opened up this bag in the sack. And whenever I saw that with the floral print, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. But I wanted the tote bag because I'm sort of the tote bag girl. Although she's told me that I should definitely check into the sack. I just have to get beyond the bag being called the sack. Once I get there, then I may try one. And if they come out with a new color, that may push me over the edge. But I do like the camel shade, and that's one that I had considered in this style, but felt like it was a neutral very similar to this. Even though they're different colors, they're both sort of in the same family. So therefore, I don't want to buy the camel. And I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll try the sack in camel. Now, my friend Julie from Asian Bag Reviews, she has a few of these, the tote bags. I think she has 4 or 5 of the leather ones. And for me, I have, this will be my second leather one. No, this will be my third leather one. And then I also have the denim jacquard one. And I'm going to go ahead and just fully unwrap this because, like I said, I plan on keeping it. The only thing I'm not going to do is take the tags off because I might find something wrong with it. And 24S is real particular about not letting you return things if the tags are not on them. But as long as I can pretty much put back together the wrapping for the most part, they will accept a return. And it's free return shipping all the way to France. So the tote bags, they have a soft bottom. They have a soft base. And hers, I think she has one that has the hard base, and then she also has some that have the soft base because they've redone them so where the bottom doesn't sag. And so I'm curious to see if this one has a hard or a soft bottom. I assume that it will be a hard bottom. It felt hard when I squeezed it from side to side, and yes, it is hard. And I personally prefer the soft bottom because I like my bags to moosh. Now this one I have a base shaper in, but typically when I'm wearing them, I don't. I just have an insert inside, like this one from Zumani. My Zumani code is HBHW20, and I always have it linked down below as well. They have some great inserts for the Marc Jacobs, the tote bags. This bag has like almost a pearlescent white leather interior. It might be worth having an insert for it, but I may not do it. Since I took the guts of the bag out, all the stuffing, you can see it is more malleable because it is squishing now. I think that this bag is going to be a lot softer once it's used. I think it's really stiff because of the screen printing, but as I'm just moving it, and I could kind of tell before I took the stuffing out, it is softening up to some extent. Now, I most definitely wish that the strap was not white. Like, I kind of wish that they had matched it to the bag like they did with the handles, but they may not have done that for a reason. It may be that they worried there could be some chipping or something like that. But I guess it kind of pulls out the tote bag out of the front of the bag a little. I like that it's busy so that the tote bag isn't very noticeable in the white, because I don't like being able to read the tote bag on my bags. I really like just having it be very incognito, and that's why I tend to pick ones that don't have the letters written as dark or as light, depending on if the bag is dark or light. So again, this is the tote bag. And this would have been the mini formerly, but when this one came out, they had switched things over. Let's look at the pocket configuration. I think that it is a little different. If you look here, it goes all the way across, and then there is a credit card slot right there. I said that, and it looks pretty much the same to me. It may be different what it says on the credit card slot, but it does go all the way across on this one as well. So you'll have to let me know what you guys think. Do you like this bag? I think it's beautiful. I don't know if I need it because I have a lot of bags, and I've talked about trying to do experiences instead of bags, but this one didn't cost nearly as much as a Louis Vuitton or a Saint Laurent or Chanel or Gucci. It was a lot more affordable. The only bummer for me that I wasn't expecting is that it has that board in the bottom that makes it stiff. And I don't love that. And so maybe I should try it on real quick. It just feels harder up against my body with that board in there. I mean, it's not terrible. And the handles themselves are a little stiffer as well. And that's, I think, because it's a different kind of leather. It's not the super smooshy leather like on my Cement, the tote bag. So I'm going to definitely think about it, and I'll let you know what I decide. But with the stiff board on the bottom, that's sort of my rate limiting step. I knew that the handles were this way before I unwrapped them, but I really didn't know that this was this way until I took out all the stuffing out of the middle. And I don't know. I'm just not sure what I think of that. Now, it does sort of collapse in the middle. It's just really, really structured there on the ends. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to pick one of these up, I'll link them down below. If you did enjoy the video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. It's the @ then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there, or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.